Hey everyone, so again I'm coming back, and in this video I'm going to discuss about the working principle of forward biasing. Okay, so in my previous video I have already discussed about the connections of a diode throughout this forward biasing process. So in this video I'm going to discuss about its working. Now see, in P section we know that the majority carriers are holes and minority carriers are electrons. Here by H I am representing hole and by E I am representing electron. So P section to basic holes thake and komke kun thake electrons. Similarly in N section majority carriers are electrons and minority carriers are holes. Now when the P section is connected with the positive terminal and N section is connected with negative terminal, then first what happens? These holes and these electrons are repelled by positive and negative terminals respectively. So a holes pilako aru a electrons pilako positive terminal and negative terminals pilake ki koribo repel koribo. That means holes pilako positive terminale towards the junction ki koribo repel koribo, and N section of thoka electrons pilako negative terminal to junction to side of ki koribo repel koribo. Karon holes pilako same terminal attract koribo noare, electrons pilako same terminal attract koribo noare. So due to this repelling of holes and electrons towards the depletion region or junction, these holes and electrons recombines. That means the electrons get into the hole, and this process is known as recombination. Now due to this recombination process, holes and electrons get lost. So a repelling process to karone kun naikia hoi jay, holes and electrons bilak naikia hoi jay, because due to this recombination process they starts to form covalent bond. So these holes and these electrons will disappear. Ihot ki hoba naikia hoi jabo. Now the next step, in the second step, what happens that the minority electrons present in p type starts to move towards positive side of the external battery. So in the opposite direction we will get a current due to this movement of electrons, and that's why this current is known as electronic current. In the third step, what happens? I am writing here second step of ki hoy, electrons gets drifted towards positive side of the battery. So third step to ki hobo, P section to diode to jitu P section, a P section of thoka jikono edal covalent bond ki hoi jabo bhagi jabo. Diode to P section of to numerous numbers of covalent bonds ase. So jikono edal covalent bond ki hobo break hobo. So P section of jodi covalent bond break hoy tetia hale ki hobo, jodi edal covalent bond break hoy notun ke tat ki produce hobo electron hole pair, electrons and ki produce hobo hole. So a covalent bond to breaking or karone jitu electron holes produce hol, সেই holes to kak replace koribo, recombination or karone jitu hole lost hoisil tak ki koribo replace koribo. So here I am writing here in the third step, covalent bond in the P section will break. Okay, aru he breaking to karone ki hobo replacement, tar replacement hobo holes or kuntu section of P section not jibilak hole lost hoisil due to recombination. Okay, now in the fifth step what will happen? Bond breaking or karone jibur notun ke electron produce hol, he electrons bilak again external wire eti kuntu side attracted hobo external battery positive terminal attract koribo. So now see here, this external battery is a collection of electrons. Gotike kiba jodi proyojon hoy tetia hole a external battery to electrons ki koribo paribo dibo paribo. P section of jibilak recombination or karone hole lost hoisil, সেই হোল বিলাকক ৰিপ্লেস কৰিব কোনে p সেকশনত বন্ড ভাগি পেলাই কিন্তু n সেকশনত যিবোৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰন লষ্ট হৈছিল কিহতক কোনে ৰিপ্লেস কৰিব এই বেটাৰিটোৰ নেগেটিভ টাৰ্মিনেলৰ পৰা কোন ওলাই যাব ইলেক্ট্ৰনছ ওলাই যাব in order to replace the electrons lost due to recombination recombinationৰ কাৰণে যিমান বিলাক ইলেক্ট্ৰন লষ্ট হৈছিল এই গুটেইবোৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰনক কোনে ৰিপ্লেস কৰিব বেটাৰি নেগেটিভ টাৰ্মিনেলৰ পৰা কিছুমান ইলেক্ট্ৰন ওলাই গৈ ৰিপ্লেস কৰিব ঠিক আছে সো বেটাৰি নেগেটিভ টাৰ্মিনেলৰ পৰা ওলাই যোৱা ইলেক্ট্ৰনৰ অপোজিট ডাইৰেকশনত আমি কি পাম এগেইন ইলেক্ট্ৰনিক কাৰেন্ট okay now see here in this external wire there is always a movement of electron only that's why in the external wires we will get only electronic current now diode to bhitorot swa ki hoise diode to bhitorot kar movement hoise junction to le hole or movement hoise junction to le car movement hoise electron or movement hoise electron or movement or opposite direction at ami ie ki palu electronic current hole or movement or same direction at ki palu hole current hole to positive gotike tar movement or same direction at dekhadai ki pam ami current pam then a lost electron bilakok replace koribole battery negative terminal or pra jibur electron diode tor bhitorot khomaisil hihoteu ki continue koribo amak ki provide koribo electronic current provide koribo similarly p section or pra jibur electron external wire edi battery positive terminal ot khomaisil he electrons bilakor movement or opposite direction ot ki pam ami again electronic current so inside this diode we will get electronic current plus hole current plus electronic current plus electronic current that means inside this diode we will get a current which is a combination of electronic current and hole current okay so in this way during the process of forward biasing in the external circuit there is a movement of electron only thereby producing an electronic current okay but inside this diode there is a movement of hole as well as movement of electrons so inside this diode we will get electronic current plus hole current I'm repeating once again diode to external wire of electron or movement he ase that's why ami electronic current pam but diode to bhitorot ami electronic current to pam that means jitu current electron movement or karone produce hobo aru logote hole current to pam that means jitu current hole or movement or karone produce hobo so in this way in the process of forward biasing throughout the diode as well as throughout the junction especially throughout the junction we will get a current which is produced by movement of majority carrier in this p section and majority carrier in n section so this process will continue up to that time when this external battery gets connected to this diode setialeke external battery to diode or logot connect hoi thakibo tetialeke ei process to ki hobo soliye thakibo I want to now repeat the whole process once again p jibur majority holes asil n ot jibur majority electrons asil hihot junction tor falole repel hole due to this externally applied voltage আর রিপেলিং টু কোনে কৰিলে হোলস অফ রিপেল কৰিলে পজিটিভ টার্মিনালে ইলেক্ট্রনস অফ রিপেল কৰিলে নেগেটিভ টার্মিনালে কিহত লগ লাগিল জাংশন টু হেতু আমি রিকম্বিনেশন বুলি কম কিহত লগ লাগিল মানে কিহত কি হৈ গল নাই কিয়া হল দ্যাট মিন্স কিহত লস্ট হল ওকে দেন পি সেকশনত থকা যিবোৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰনস তাৰ মানে হেতৰ মুভমেন্ট হল না নাই মুভমেন্ট হল মানে কারেন্ট প্ৰডিউস হল এটোৱে কারেন্ট হৈছে কি হোল কারেন্ট আৰু ইলেক্ট্ৰনিক কারেন্ট দেন পি সেকশনত সেকেন্ড স্টেপ টু হৈছে পি সেকশনৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰনস বিলাক এক্সটাৰ্নাল ওয়াইৰেদি battery positive terminal on lahil gotike tar opposite direction of so tar opposite direction of ekhini lake up to this section jun khini pra electron bilake move kori ulai ahise himan khini lake ami ki pam only electronic current okay third step ot P section at ki hoy bond bhage. Bond edal nohoy bahut bond covalent bond break hobo pare. And due to this breaking of covalent bond, electron aru hole notun ke produce hoy. Notun ke produce hoy hole bilake recombination of lost hoy hole bilakok replace kori dile. Aru notun ke produce hoy electron bond agor electron or nisinake positive terminal to la hai. Again ki current dibo titia ama electronic current. So ita battery to usat bahut electrons ase. Jak mon jai hi ki koribo paribo dibo paribo. That's why battery to negative terminal or pra electron ulai goi kak replace koribo recombination or karone first step ote ji bilak electron lost hoisil he electron bilakok replace koribo. So battery to negative terminal or pora electron bur thoka jaga leke kare movement hol electron or movement hol. Gotike tar opposite direction of ami ki param electronic current. So this way in the external circuit there is only presence of electronic current, but inside this diode we get electronic current plus hole current, and through the junction we get current due to majority carriers of the diode only. So this is all about the forward biasing process of a PN junction diode. So in my upcoming videos I am going to discuss about the reverse biasing process. Till then, bye bye.